Warning: this game is rated M for mature. This game involves acts of a violent nature, sensitive topics around sexual themes, and a very annoying talking bear. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh,
Oh, good morning, Yukio. Good morning, everyone. It feels like I've started a video off with that almost twice in a row. It's raining. It's not gonna last night past nightfall though. Every time it rained while I was over there, it must have been. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so gloomy. I know. Golden Week starts tomorrow, right? Do you have any plans? Yeah, we got like a family outing type thing. I see, that must be tough. But at least it looks like we're gonna have clear skies all week. It'd be nice if I could just stay peaceful like this, but the mystery hasn't been solved yet. Perhaps we should visit over there once in a while so we can become stronger. Don't worry, I was already planning on it. Don't know when, but I'm planning on it. Alright. I'm hearing a lot of chatter about Golden Week, but don't forget that first and foremost you're students. Your duty is to study. You don't have time to fool around, alright? Do not misunderstand what freedom means. It does not mean that you can live without taking responsibility. Even Pythagoras? Okay. As soon as laws were necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. This guy sounds like a fascist. Just saying. Next order of business. Midterms are coming up next week. Results will be posted to humiliate low-scoring losers. If you don't want to be shamed, study hard. It's just that simple. Well, if you do, who knows? You may become a more popular cretin. And you know, popularity leads to intimacy. On top of that, my reputation goes up. Like it's a win-win, people. Like I said, study hard. You listen to this weird lecture intently. I feel like you may have learned something from it. Classes have ended for today. Will someone appear on the Midnight Channel again? You have no choice but to wait for another rainy night. Okay. So, we have a few quests we need to do, everybody. Yay! So, I'm gonna quickly take a break, and then we're gonna start with the studying.
Oh yeah, I forgot to include this, so I might as well. Yeah, just ignore that there's a second one. I actually had to go back and grab this one from earlier. Ah, crap, I forgot to save.
Mr. Edagawa's TV classroom.
Hey there, this is Mr. Edagawa. I'm from Persona 3, just don't worry about the way I look. This lecture is for those distinguished enough to tune in. I'm your lector from Gekko-don. Gekko-kan. Gekko-kan, hi. Yeah, it's literally the room from 2. Like, you could see, like, how low-res their outfits are. You may be surprised to know that my day job is a school nurse. Usually the students ask me about their health. But sometimes I get questions like this. Mr. Edagawa, what are personas and shadows? Apparently I have them inside of me. It was quite a shock to learn that there are students that diligent out there. After all, not many children would come to ask about personas and shadows from Jungian psychology, but due to those such requests, I decided to start this show, Mr. Edagawa's TV Classroom. This lecture will cover Jungian psychology, so you too can learn about personas and shadows, and much more besides. I call it Everyone Loves Jungian Psychology. Let's study the science of the human mind that Dr. Young built. Today's lesson is the first installment. What are shadows and personas? Alright, let's get started. Palas Aran Azomanas. Okay, now I mentioned this already, but persona and shadow are terms used in Jungian psychology. Those terms are used to describe the workings of the human mind. But what exactly are personas and shadows? According to Jung, they are the other yous inside yourself. So let's start with the persona. It is the other you that comes out when you interact with others. Think about it. When you talk to someone, is that the real you? Or is that the you that the person you're talking to is expecting? The you that you want other people to see. So, okay, so the entire reason why I'm showing you this is because of this aspect right here. You may have already noticed that in social links, you're not really picking the answers that you specifically want to pick. You're picking the answer that is going to please the person that you are socializing with the most. And this is a major aspect of Jungian psychology where if you want to basically interact with people better, you're actually going to wear the other person's mask, which is where the whole mask thing comes in Persona games. I kind of like how they're literally just giving a deep dive of like where the inspiration for this whole game is in this one in particular. Those other yous are persona. Personas are masks. They connect you to the outside world by acting as the medium in which you present yourself. That sounds like a helpful other you, doesn't it? Personas are there when you need them. Shadows, though, they are the other you that you reject. A good way to think about them is that they're the you that you don't want to be and don't think of yourself as. Shadows are just that. They are the side of you that you keep locked away in the mind as evil. The sounds like scary other you, huh? Well, it appears that you need to handle shadows with care. Now, personas and shadows are both the other yous that you usually aren't aware of. So then why aren't you aware of them? Because they lurk deep within your mind, your unconscious. The unconscious is the source of personas and shadows and the foundation of Jungian psychology. It's important to understand, so let's take a closer look at this unconscious. The term was originally derived from psychology. It may be hard for you to imagine since the word is now used in everyday conversation. There is a domain in all of our minds that we are typically unaware of. This is known as the unconscious. Also, I really like how the image here is basically any, like, iceberg that you've seen. It's basically the surface level mind, and then everything else that is encapsulated under it. And the unconscious is down here. So you, and yes, even you, all have the unconscious deep within your mind, separate from the conscious mind you're aware of. Unconscious is said to be much bigger than the conscious mind. Oh yeah, like a part of an iceberg. You could say that Jungian psychology began by elucidating this vast unconscious. You all listening? Are you still conscious? The unconscious, hidden deep inside your mind, is the realm that you cannot explore. That is, the power to change yourself lies. Oh. It is in that realm that you cannot explore the power to change yourself lies. Okay, that was a weird syntax. This power, the same other yous inside your mind, and the personas and shadows that are just talking about. Basically, to put into more perspective, you're not actually fighting the enemies inside of the, I want to say metaverse because that is the term that was created in Persona 5. But there was another term that was used in Personas 1 and 2 for that other place that you go to when you fight the shadows. But basically anything that you fight there is this abstract consciousness that is wearing a disguise, and it wears that disguise to basically attack you, which is why each of the shadows start as this amorphous blob that turns into an enemy, you know? The other yous live inside the unconscious, lying in wait for the chance to make it out to the conscious mind. Who are they really? How should you go about handling them? These are the concepts I'll be introducing you to. Make sure to tune in. So far, we covered the existence of the unconscious inside of your mind, as well as the other yous known as personas and shadows which live there. Now let me add one thing to that. An important secret about the unconscious. This gets to the heart of the truth about your mind and the truth of the world. The unconscious within your mind is actually not just yours. Human minds are connected, transcending space and time, and in other words, man's consciousness is shared. Did I forget to mention that this show will involve viewer participation every so often? When you see a selection on the screen, use the buttons in front of you to make your choice, now that I've explained. Man's unconscious is shared. Yeah, I knew that. Oh, we have an expert among us. But these lectures can also be a good way to review, so I hope you will keep watching the other installments. Now then, is man's unconscious really shared? Have you ever noticed that no matter what the era or location, man tends to have certain sensitivities? Though, based on thorough, painstaking research, Jung suggested that the man's unconscious is indeed shared. If Jung was alive today, he might say something like, the human mind isn't an isolated terminal, it's networked, and that the network is known as the collective unconscious. The original German phrase is Kollektives Unbewusstes. I said that incredibly Spanish leaning, but you know, I'm still learning a bit of German, but yeah, that's literally collective yeah, it's collective Unbewusstes? It feels so weird. It feels so weird to say. German with a Spanish accent is super strange. Now the other yous, the personas and shadows. To tell you the truth, they are deeply tied to this collective unconscious. I'll explain this term more later, but they are archetypes. Imagine images born from the collective unconscious. It's starting to become a handful, isn't it? The collective unconscious speak English, you egghead. Well, I can hear your screams from your heart. But by the time my lectures come to a close, you'll know about me saying, that was so collectively unconscious. Mr. Edogawa, please stop. Let's review a little, shall we? Use the buttons in front to answer. Ready? Alright, I ask thee. Hidden you within your mind, what is the part of the mind where it dwells called? Very good. Pass that with ease. Although, the most base level of these lessons, let's keep going to deepen our understanding of the mind. Now then, looks like our time's up. I actually just wanted to put this right here. These archetypes is what helped, man, I cannot remember his name. Yeah, I just can't remember his name. So, there is a famous book that is out there called The Hero with a Thousand Faces. And it is where we get the term the hero's journey. And Jung's research into this collective unconsciousness thing with the archetypes helped form the basis for the hero monomyth, which is the idea that like every story is actually just boiled down to a man passing into a world he does not understand, getting these powers bestowed upon him by the gods, figuratively or literally dying in that world, and then coming back to the place where he started to pass on the information to the next generation to start their own journey. You know, and stories sometimes are just wedges of this circle, where it's like you're just watching someone else go through a part of the journey, or the entirety of the journey, or watching someone return from the journey and pass on the information and become a mentor figure to someone that's about to start their own journey. You know, stuff like that. Next time we'll dig a little bit deeper into the unconscious we talked today. Well, that's it. Thanks for showing up, Edogawa. Okay, so for some reason my notes did not state where the other two are, but it's a good thing that the quest number 4 is right here. That girl said that cultural clubs are looking for new members. She was in the drama club, but she said she was trying to get people to join the other clubs too. Not sure if you could find out more about it, if you can go to the faculty office, but if you need to talk to Mr. Moroka, he'll yell at you for sure. Why did joining a club have to be so difficult? I have something to ask of you. Will you listen to me? Sure. Oh, by the way, this was the character that Yumi was talking to in that one cutscene just before Cultural Club started up. To be honest, I haven't been able to sleep lately. I'm afraid of so many things out there. But if I had some sort of charm, I could calm down and actually rest, I think. Like an angel statue or something. I get the feeling it would protect me. Someone from the city like you should know where to get one of these, right? Of course I'll repay you. How about I trade you for my old good luck charm? It's a key. I don't know what's a key to, exactly. It seems like it could be worth a lot. Sure, I'll keep an eye out. Really? Ah, thank goodness. Well then, I'll leave it in your hands. Okay, so I have no idea where the angel statue is. But, I have it in my notes somewhere. Now, we have to talk to... Oh, there he is. Calligraphy room. No one seems to be inside, though. Okay. Excuse me, do you have a moment? I must speak here on behalf of the Mystery Association. Or would you prefer the Occult Club? Surely a student of your taste can appreciate the dark arts. Yeah, sure, dude. I know it. Just as it was foretold, perhaps you'd like a reading of your own. No, I'm getting carried away anyway. I was just about to get to the point of our little chat now, wasn't I? You see, I would like a really, really dark ornament for our club's room. That would be ideal, yes? After all, a lasting first impression is key. 80% of our choices are dictated by that alone. So you must journey to an old castle. We'll seek out the most evil-looking demon statue you can. It would be obvious, but you would have better luck finding it if you look for a magician of some sort. I think that it would satisfy our needs splendidly. So what do you think? You are capable of finding this, right? Naturally, you can expect a reward from us. Let's see. I have numerous things of one might restore one's health, if you can catch my drift. Sure. Ah, yes, then all is as the higher beings have foretold. Thank you very much. You shall be rewarded handsomely. Acquire demon statue. Okay. So now we need to find a statue of an angel and of a demon. Okay, one last one. So we need... Oh.
Oh.
Hey, Yukiko. Oh, hey, Alan-kun. School was really fun. I was looking around. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for saving me. Yukiko has a fresh smile on her face. She seems to be somewhat uncomfortable, though. Seems like you need some sort of opportunity to become closer. Yeah, we can't actually social link with Yukiko until a story beat happens, in which we'll get it for free because this game is never easy. Don't worry, I'll be right before we're forced to go into the dungeon for the next time, but like Still feels kind of weird that we have to wait that long. Hey, do you know about... Hey, do you know about crystal radios? They're really not hard to build if you have the right materials and an antenna. I made one when I was in grade school. I found it last year when I was cleaning my house. Really brought back memories. Maybe I'll make another one. Oh hey, this is change the subject, but would you mind listening to me for a moment? Sure. Well, I'm making another crystal radio, but I don't have all the materials I need. I don't have any Ritz wire for the antenna. Do you know what kind of what that is? I need a twisted enamel kind. I was gonna cannibalize a TV for parts, but I wouldn't know how to break it down. I thought I could get one, but I can't find one anywhere now. If you ever come across one, remember me, okay? I'll give you something not sold in stores as a reward. Sure, I'll look around in the TV. You sure say some weird things sometime. But it's all good. Well, I'll leave it in your hands then. I'll be waiting for a Ritz wire. It's not sold in stores, so... Cool. Okay, there's first things first. We are going to be going into the, what day is it? 6th? Yeah, 6th. Next week. End of week, right. First things first, we need to grab more tap soda. I keep going into the store. Dang it. I don't think I showed the regular store, in my videos. Oh wait, no I did. I did. Because when I came in here for the ball lightnings. How much do I have left? 10? Huh. I kind of want to... Which one is this? Wind, right. I kind of want to get 12 of each. Nah, I should probably hold on to my money. You want to sell things? Sorry, we don't do that here. Maybe you could try the old man, Dodora's shop. It's a few stores up the road. Huh. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's like, listen, we're a general store, not a place to barter. Okay, so you might have guessed this, but we're actually going into the diner for a second run at the Rainy Day Mega Beef Bowl Challenge. And this is one of the reasons why I, ah, crap. I just realized that, oof. Hopefully get the right ones. Because again... Oh man, that would be such a... Okay, I actually want one of these beef bowls. Because I just realized that this is like... beef, potatoes, what's the other thing that's in this? All I know is that it's got like a bottom layer of rice to it, and the second you hit the rice, you know that you're like 3/4 of the way through it. Like, I don't know, I feel like that this would be a really cool thing to try out one day. Okay, understanding up, because we did that. Courage up, diligence up. Ah, I heard about you from my daughter. So you're a transfer student. My daughter said you're cool. Her name is Aika. Unfortunately, she's out on delivery now. After finishing your meal, you kind of just went home. By the way, we actually needed that knowledge up. So, awkwardly enough, we actually switched.
An Inaba Credit Union ATM to the north of town was destroyed today by an earth mover, and all cash inside was stolen.
Oh, that sucks. It's actually kind of funny. We got the previous day's one that we wanted to get, and the one that we were supposed to get today was the one we actually got in that episode. So, continuity-wise, we actually did get the things we were supposed to. But, you know.
The vehicle, which was abandoned at the scene, had been reported stolen by a local contractor. Since the culprit was able to act quickly before the security guards arrived on the scene, the police have...
Dad's late. Hello, Dad? Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. He said to give you the phone.
Okay.
He can't take those days off.
Oh.
Hello? Sorry, but I'm gonna be late tonight. Make sure you lock up before you go to sleep. And about that time off on the 4th and the 5th, one of the younger guys got sick, and, well, that case he's handling, we can't just let it sit. Looks like I'm the only one who can take over for him.
That sucks.
Sorry to spring this on you all of a sudden. How's Nanako holding up?
Not good.
Would you mind comforting her for me? Thanks.
Dude, I don't even know where to start.
See you.
I don't even know where to start with comforting her. You recall that there is a test on Monday next week? Yeah, I should probably study. Okay, so I just went and completed that. I made sure I had the right stats. Turns out I am not studying. There's something in the fridge. There's a dried up pickle in a plastic bag. Eat it? Sure, why not? It tastes really good. Huh. Courage was greatly increased. However, you don't feel very well. So, it's one of those, I do not feel bad about eating that. I instantly feel bad about eating that. So they got better early today. Well, see you guys tomorrow, I guess.